welcome to The Trend. I'm Rebecca Granet. The 90s Nickelodeon game show Legends of the Hidden Temple was a smash hit, and so fans, get ready and hold on to your helmets because Legends of the Hidden Temple, the TV movie, is coming to Nickelodeon November 26th. And I'm here with Colin Critchley, who stars as Noah in the movie. Colin, welcome.
Oh, thank you for having me.
I'm so happy you're here.
Yeah.
So we need to talk. Let's get right to it, okay? Are you ready to be a heartthrob?
I don't know.
Are you ready for what's about to come? Because I'm telling you, it's...
You know, hopefully. I mean, I like hanging out with my friends, but I mean, I'm getting into 7th grade, you know, girls starting to get into that, so.
They're starting to look?
Yeah.
Do you have any secret admirer notes or anything going on?
No, not yet.
Not yet? It'll happen, don't worry. Just get ready, because I'm telling you, the girls are going to be going crazy.
Okay. Whatever you say.
So let's talk about Legends of the Hidden Temple, the movie. Okay, so this is a TV movie. It's an adaptation from the game show. So what is different and what is the same that fans can see in the movie?
Yeah, so all the viewers who watch the game show, we brought lots of things from the game show to the movie. We have Olmec, we have the Steps of Knowledge, we have the Green Monkeys, Blue Barracudas, Orange
I see your
Iguanas.
shirt, you're repping the Green Monkeys.
Yeah, that's my team, that's my team. What am I going to tell you? And also, the similarities are that, like, well, we already said the similarities, but the differences are that in the game show, they're competing for a prize, like Space Camp, but in the game show, it's life or death. So you either lose and you die, or in the game show you win, and you win Space Camp.
Yeah, so in the movie, you guys are on a tour like of a temple in the jungle, and you get bored of it, you and your siblings.
Yeah.
And so what happens is then you as Noah, you're like the believer in the Legends of the Hidden Temple, right? You're the one who like believes in that legend, and then you get them kind of stuck in the temple.
Yeah.
And they have to, you guys have to fight for your life.
Yeah. So, you know, Noah is the mastermind. He is a full believer in the Legends of the Hidden Temple, and ultimately, he's the one who wants to go to this boring this boring theme park.
Yeah.
And he thought, oh my God, we're gonna see Olmec, we're gonna go in the temple, this is gonna be awesome. When he gets there, he sees that it's kind of a lackluster tour. So when he finds a map of the real temple from Kirk Fogg, he decides to venture inside the temple. And his sister, Sadie, who's pretty responsible, she comes to try and save him, and he gets them trapped in the actual temple. And throughout the movie, he's feeling pretty guilty about what he did, and he kind of resolves all their issues between him and his siblings throughout the movie.
Are there any similarities between you and your character, Noah?
Yeah, I would say that we're both kind of believers in magic and myths and everything. You know, I think the Hidden Temple's cool, and I kind of like Mexico. I speak Spanish, and he speaks a little Spanish too, and reads the glyphs and everything. But I'm also pretty different, and I want to be more like Noah. You know, Noah's...
Why is that? Why do you want to be more like him?
You know, Noah's an adventurer. He's impulsive, and he does things, he's not a worrier. And sometimes he leaps before he looks, which I just cut my finger, and I got stitches.
I saw that on your Instagram.
Yeah, so I'm kind of like him in the way that sometimes I don't think before my actions, but I want to be more like him.
How did you cut your finger?
Pocket knife.
A pocket knife? What were you doing?
Well, I mean, I was doing homework, and I kind of got a little bored from homework, so I was like, oh.
As we all do.
Yeah, so I was like, my mom bought me this pocket knife from Canada, and whenever we go on vacation, I usually get a pocket knife as a little, something to remember that place. So it was the first day that she'd come back from Canada. I was doing my homework, and I was like, I might as well try it out, you know, open it, see all the tools. And then when I closed the blade, it closed right here.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
But it's getting better now?
It's fine. Yeah, it happened a month ago. I mean, my writing was a little weird, a little 3rd grader style, but it's better.
But it's better now. That's good. I'm glad for that.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how you're like Noah a little bit. You're a little adventurous and trying out new things and different things. When you were born in 2003. That's 10 years after the start of the Legends of the Hidden Temple, the game show on Nickelodeon. When you tried out for this part, Had you heard of the show before? Had you seen it, or was that sort of a process where when you tried out for the part you had to like catch up and learn about it?
Yeah, you know, it was a little bit of both. I have a bunch of friends who are in their 20s and watch the game show, and they were always telling me, you know, this is a game show that I really loved. I'd be like, okay, cool. So then when I booked the movie, that's when I really started watching the game show. And when I was watching the game show, I was amazed. I loved it.
Yeah,
it was, you didn't know what was going to happen. You were on the edge of your seat, suspenseful. And when I was watching the game show, I always wanted to be in the temple run. I was like, that's what I want to do. And, you know, in the movie, I got to do the temple run. So it's like a dream come true.
You did?
Yeah.
So tell me about shooting this movie. When you were behind the scenes, sort of some of like maybe the behind the scenes secrets or things that fans, when they see the movie on Nickelodeon, they might like, point it out and say, oh, I get that from some of the things you experienced.
Yeah. So there's lots of, as I said, the green monkeys and the blue barracudas. There are little hidden things in the movie. You know, if you look at some of the stones and the rocks, they have a green monkey or a blue barracuda carved into them. So you have to watch out like for that. There's little Easter eggs like that in there. And we also have some animals, some real live animals. And one of the secrets is the Mikey the monkey, who's played by Crystal. She's not green. They did that all through CGI. And also the red jaguar is not really a red jaguar. It's actually a cougar, which they did CGI to look like. So that's pretty cool.
Oh my God, that's fabulous.
Yeah.
And so we were talking before we started the interview a little bit about school. I mean, this is a lot for you. You're 13 years old.
Yeah.
You're doing this incredible movie. You've been working on so many different projects, and then you also have school. You were at school taking some exams before this?
Yeah.
Which exams did you have?
Well, I had an exam for Spanish, which I think I did pretty well. I mean, hopefully the inner Noah comes out for me, studying these Mayan temples and everything in Mexico. We're learning about Mexico now.
They should just give you a pass in Spanish because you're doing this movie.
Yeah, hopefully.
We'll talk to your teacher. We'll have to get that going.
I also took a history test where we're learning about medieval times and the Dark Ages and everything. So I think I did well on that, but we'll see. I mean, I studied, so I mean, it's all you can hope for. Did my best.
You prepared.
Yeah.
And so preparing for these kinds of roles, is that the same sort of process where you have to study and you're, like, I mean, are you used to that?
Yeah, you know, for this movie, I read the script like 6, 7 times just to really get in the mindset and see the character. And I did some stuff to kind of make up my own story about the character, to have things that happened in the past before it, to just really build the character up and to make it a real living person almost, and to really become that character.
So you created a backstory for Noah so that you felt like you embodied a little more.
Yeah.
What was some, like, a little bit of that backstory?
Yeah, so Noah doesn't really get along with his sister Sadie. So lots of the times when he's arguing with Sadie, I thought about before where he has problems with her about just things about the temple, saying, oh, you're a kind of a nerdy kid, and then he fires back, and just a bunch of arguing things. And I kind of channel that sometimes with my brother. So I kind of took parts of my life and put them into the story. I mean, he doesn't call me a nerd, but sometimes we fight. I mean, who gets the bigger half of the cookie when we get cookies or anything, you know? Sometimes it gets rough. So I usually channel real life experiences into the character so I can really feel his emotions and everything.
Are you close with your brother?
Yes,
you are,
really close.
So I have a sister, and I always fight with her over, like, who gets the biggest side of the brownie kind of a thing. So I know exactly what you're saying with this. And did he see the movie, and was he supportive of everything?
I mean, I'm just super thankful to have him as a brother, because through all this, he's 15 months younger than me, so he's 11.
Okay.
And I'm really thankful to have him, because he's super supportive of everything that I do. He comes on trips with us to, like, Vancouver when we're shooting. He's just a real sport about it, coming into the city for auditions. And as much as we fight, I really love him, and it's just nice to have that relationship.
Yeah, it's siblings. You guys love each other. That's so sweet.
Sibling love.
Absolutely. What do you hope, Colin, that the new generation, because there's a whole group of people out there who are in love with, I think so many people are thinking, Legends of the Hidden Temple, how do you turn that into a movie? So we talked about, you know, turning it into a plot line for a movie from a game show, but for the new people who are just going to see this for the first time, maybe people your age who haven't seen it yet, what do you hope they take away from the movie?
Well, I really hope they love the Legends of the Hidden Temple just as much as the prior fans do. I mean, I know it has a huge fan base, and I just want to live up to it. And, you know, if the fans really like it, you could always be a sequel, Legends of the Hidden Temple 2. You never know. So just, I hope the fans love it, and I love doing it, so...
And for the original fans, we should mention that Kirk Fogg is in the show, the original game show host, and then Olmec is going to be voiced by D. Bradley Baker, who was the original voice of Olmec as well.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool to kind of harken back to that as well.
Yeah, they're really nice guys. And I spent more time on set with Kirk because Dee was sometimes in like the voice booth doing the sound for Olmec and everything. And Kirk told me so many behind the scenes stories of the game show about people puking in the pit of despair, them having to clean it up, like crazy stories.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Is that like in between takes and stuff? Like,
yeah, like sometimes on lunch we would sit and have lunch together and I would be like, so how is the game show? Like, how does it feel being back into, like, this is a huge part of his life, Legends of the Hidden Temple. I was asking, how is it to be back playing Kirk Fogg again? And he was telling me how great it was, and he got into these super crazy stories about how they would do the temple run last and have 3 episodes going on at once. So they do 1 episode, like going through the
all the
lake,
obstacles going
and
up
then
into
the
it.
other episode, and then the other episode doing that. Then they go on to the Steps of Knowledge, have 1 episode do it, the other episode, the other episode. Then they have the other contestants from the game show, like going through the temple run, 1 episode after the other after the other. And he was telling me about like people who went through the temple, they couldn't get out, and
they got stuck.
Yeah, some
it's
people.
Like a nightmare.
Some people got super scared by the temple guards, and they had to restart the whole thing. And it was just as much as fun as it was, like as fun as the game show looked. It looked kind of like it was kind of hard to shoot once I hear all these stories.
Yeah. Well, now you have your own behind-the-scenes kind of
Yeah.
experiences that maybe you can pass along. I know really quick before we get into the 10 for 10, I know you have something with your hair that you're just like, you love, like you are all about this hair.
Yeah. So
right?
my hair, I always fix it. It's not a tick of mine, but I do it a lot. And when we were shooting one time, it was this climax of the movie, the climax, the adventure, you don't know what's going to happen, edge of your seat, adrenaline pumping, and we broke this rock, and the temple guards were chasing me, and I had to go through the rock to escape them, and they couldn't fit, so it was a good escape. And before I went through the actual little slot, I went like this, did the, and then I just dove through.
Wait, let's get that again. What was that?
Little swoosh, you know, the wave.
Yeah.
And then you just dive through, and everyone started cracking up because this was the best part of the movie. I'm like, and then I just dive through.
Like, wait, I need my hair to be
yeah,
good first.
it needs to be good for the take, so.
Listen,
Yeah.
I understand hair. I get it. So up top here, that's good.
Yeah.
So, now that you did so well,
Cool.
we are going to enter the Colin Critchley Steps of Knowledge. Here we go, which we call here the 10 for 10.
10 for 10.
And
okay,
so, we don't normally do this, but because you're from the Legends of the Hidden Temple movie, I'm going to give you 2 pendants of life.
2 pendants of life.
Here
awesome.
we go, okay? And so what that means is you have 10 questions, you have 10 seconds to answer each question, okay?
10 seconds to answer.
If you don't want to answer a certain question, you want to pass, you give me one of your pendants, and I will give you an alternate question.
You know, I think you could be the writer of Legends of the Hidden Temple too.
Oh.
I mean, you got all this stuff down, all the pendants and everything. You know, I think this could be a pretty good movie right here. You're a real fan, yeah.
All right, we're going to be in the next movie together. How's that?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
You can be my co-star.
I love it. I'm going to write me in, okay?
Okay. Include you in my contract.
Yes, please. We're going to work together. That's going to be the way. I love it. Okay, and I'm going to just say it. The choice is yours and yours alone. Are you ready?
Okay.
Here we go.
Okay, I need to fix my hair before this,
Do it.
you know.
Get it together. I'll fix
I'm
mine
ready.
too. We'll do it
Yeah,
together.
little
Okay, here we
hair
go.
flip.
Based on the teams, I know your answer to this kind of, but I'll give you the choice. On the Legends of the Hidden Temple, red jaguars or green monkeys?
Green monkeys.
Of course. You're from, he's repping it. I love it.
I love it.
You're from the New York area. Favorite New York sports team?
Giants.
Okay.
6 and 3.
You're doing
6
pretty
and
well.
3.
You're doing pretty well. I'm a Jets person, so.
Oh.
It's okay, we can still be friends,
still,
right?
Yeah,
Okay.
agree to disagree.
Okay, agree to disagree. Something you wish or want people to know about you?
That, I don't know, this is a that I play sports, and I'm not really a kind of full-on acting kid. I'm also a normal kid too, and I like hanging out with my friends. So it's not all about just acting and movies and everything. I also have like a social life and everything.
You have a life.
Yeah,
you hang out with people. Yeah, of course. That's good. Okay, favorite candy or dessert?
Wow. Now this could possibly the toughest one.
You have your
I like
pendants
Reese's.
if you want to use it.
I like
Okay.
Reese's. So yeah, Reese's peanut butter
Reese's
cups.
peanut butter cups. Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Awesome. If you had to choose Broadway or TV or movies?
Pendant.
Okay.
Pass on that one.
Here we go. Alternate question. In play, a time that made you laugh on set.
April Fools. We shot during April Fools, and we played a bunch of April Fool pranks on the crew and everything.
You
They were
did?
really funny.
Okay, quickly, one quick prank.
So my director Joe, he accidentally bumped me in the face when he was like explaining everything. So I like covered my eye and made this whole huge deal. Oh my God, it hurts so bad. I think I need the medic or whatever. And then he was like, oh my God, what are we gonna do? And I opened up and I was like, April Fools, and everyone was laughing so hard. But then he got me back. Because during one of the takes, he was like, Colin, can you try this hopping on one leg? I was like, he's a director. He knows what he's talking about. He's a great director.
Yeah, you gotta
okay, let's just do
listen.
it. You gotta listen. So I do it, and then he's like, April Fools. And I was like, oh my God, he got me good.
He got you back.
He got me good.
So that
One
had
up
you
me.
laughing.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good, that's a cool director to have, somebody who's like able to play around with you and have fun. I like that a lot. Okay, ready? Here we go. Celebrity or maybe non-celebrity crush you have right now?
I'm gonna have to.
Yep, I had a feeling. Okay. In the same spirit of what you were just talking about, a prank or something you may have done to either get under your brother's skin or a prank you've played on him.
Oh, well, there's a lot. I usually take stuff from him that he really likes and wait to see if he finds out and hide it somewhere in my room. And
Really?
then he has to look for it. And sometimes it's not even in my room, and I just hide it somewhere else. So he's looking, he's like, where is it? And I'm
What is
like,
this, like
I
Legends
don't
of the Hidden
know.
Temple, like the Critchley household version? You're like running through. That's awesome. So he doesn't get mad, but he
doesn't get mad. It's all through fun.
It's all good
Yeah.
fun. Okay, good. Your best birthday present you've ever received?
I just got some headphones.
'Cause your
Bose
birthday was in
headphones.
October, right?
Yeah, October 30th.
Yeah.
And they were really cool. They're noise canceling. So whenever I'm like it's crazy and in crowds and on the subway or whatever, I just put them on and listen to music.
That's fabulous. If you could have any pet in the world, what would it be and why?
A green monkey.
Really?
Yeah. I mean,
okay, very
Crystal
cool.
was awesome. She was super cool. She like swung from things in the set, and she's green too. And green monkey, you gotta stick with them.
Yeah, you are
Green
loyal.
monkey fanatic, you know.
Very loyal.
That's how you gotta do it.
All right, I'm Team Green Monkey now. I'm just
Okay,
saying.
yeah.
Okay, this is a yes or no. It's a very simple question, and there's one right answer. Can I adopt you as my younger brother?
No.
No, you have to say yes. That's the only
I mean, you
answer.
have to. I mean, mom. I don't know.
Just
Oh,
can I borrow
guess
him
yes.
for a little bit?
I guess yes. I mean.
All right, co-star.
Okay.
We'll do that.
Yeah, co-star.
I'm a fun older sister, I
Yeah,
swear.
cool. I mean, you got a yes just now, so.
That's a mom,
Yeah.
vote of approval, so thanks, Mom. Okay, ready? Last one. How are you going to celebrate the premiere of the movie, the TV movie?
Well, somewhere in my town, I'm going to invite all my friends, and we're going to put up a screen at my house, and we're going to have a bunch of people over, and we're just going to have like a little screening party almost, and I can't wait. I'm like counting down the days. It's going to be super fun.
How crazy is it going to be to see yourself on TV?
I actually don't like it, but I think it's very beneficial. I hate watching myself because I always think, I'm a little bit of a nitpicker with that. I always think, oh, I could have done that differently and it would have been 10 times better. Oh, why did I do that? It looks bad.
Perfectionist.
But also, I'm my own worst critic, so that's kind of a bad thing for me. But it's a curse and also a
blessing.
A blessing,
too, right?
yeah, a blessing and a curse. But
You're
also,
gonna love it. You're
whenever
gonna be great.
Oh yeah, thanks. When I saw it, I was actually surprised. I thought I did pretty well.
You liked it?
Yeah, I really liked it. It was way better than I thought it would be. I thought it was going to be great, but it was like really great.
Oh, good. I'm
Yeah.
so glad. Well, everybody, old fans and new, have to watch this TV movie. It's on Nickelodeon, November 26th,
At
8
8 o'clock.
p.m.
Yeah.
Right? Legends of the Hidden Temple. Colin will be there. Please check it out. It is
Yeah,
fabulous.
it's awesome. And if you like the game show, or even if you didn't, it's an awesome movie for you.
Awesome. And let's sign off with our hair flip, yes?
Cool. Ready?
Here we go,
3,
ready?
2, 1.
See ya.